Hey, so in this video, I will show you how to completely automate Instagram accounts using N8 and Go High Level API, and we'll also be using Placid to create the content. So first of all, we are going to create scraper. So basically, this scraper is going to look for data or creators to be scraped inside an Airtable database. And then this data is going to be passed inside the scraped Instagram data. So here, as you can see, we have the video.
These brands use the
And then this is going to extract content from that video, add it inside the ID tab. And then from the ID tab, we'll actually be able to create content. So just by clicking this checkbox here, we can create an agent video or a different type of video that's looking like this. So obviously not that one. This one was a test. So this is pulling data, and this is pulling videos from a library, and this is pulling music from a library, and just building the actual video and then publishing it inside Go High Level. So this is all automated. So with this process, we could automate 1, 2, or many, or even hundreds of Instagram accounts automatically. So let's dive in. So first of all, if you are not a member of the community yet, you can join. So we have two communities. We have the free community where you actually get videos and interesting content, and we also have another community which is a paid community, but it's not expensive. It's like $49 a month or something like that for founding members. And here, if you head over to the classroom section, you will see a template vault. And then here, there are quite a lot of files that you can deploy pretty much immediately. So if you just click on that and then head over to N8N, use those three dots, and then import from file, it just imports the whole workflow. So there is nothing more that you need to do besides changing the credentials. So really, really convenient. We also have support calls and business calls that you can join, and a great bunch of people that are automating a lot of things. So we also have something that's actually really good. It's a build for you feature, so that you can request your dream automation, and if selected, we'll build it for you. So this is actually really popular. So let's dive into the build. First of all, we'll want to create, to use an actor. So you want to go to Apify and then just look for the Instagram post scraper. Here you want to click on manual and then just put anything in here and click JSON and just copy those values. Next, you'll want to head over to N8N and create a new workflow. So when you create this new workflow, this Canva is going to be empty. So you need to click the plus button and then just look for webhook. So that's going to be a webhook. The HTTP method needs to be changed to post, and the authentication needs to be changed to none. Here you will want to copy this URL. So once you've copied the URL, you're going to head back over to Apify and then just click integration. Here you'll want to add an integration and then just go to HTTP webhook, start when run is succeeded, and then you will paste the URL here. So what's really important at this point is to pay attention to the fact that this contains test. So if it contains test, this will be used to actually build the workflow. So this is for mapping data and things like that. But when the workflow is into production, you will need to remove dash test from the actual URL and save it again. So once you've done that, you'll want to go to inside another workflow. So in N8N, so you can create it as well, and then just use different triggers. So I use schedule trigger. So this basically runs every day at midnight, or I use the manual trigger, and so they both work the same way. You just need to find them in the list and add them inside the workflow. Next, you'll want to have Airtable node. And so basically this node is going to pull data only, only if the checkbox here, this one, the creator to scribe, is actually selected. Because sometimes we don't want to pull all the creators and we just want to pull a few. So this is how we do that. Next. So once you've configured the Airtable search node, you will want to add a switch node if you have several social media that you want to scrape. So this is basically filtering by platform. So here this is scraping TikTok, and this one is scraping X, and this one Instagram, and this one YouTube. So here we are just going to focus on the Instagram one. So we are going to use an aggregate node. So basically this is just using name. So name is the data coming from this column here. So if we had 100, this node would just gather it, aggregate this list just like that, so that we can use it inside the HTTP request in a form of a list inside an array. So that's how it works. It's not very complicated. So now I'm going to break down the process to actually build this HTTP request. So here what you need to do is to go to inside the actor, and then API endpoint, and then just copy this first value here, and you are going to go to HTTP request. Make sure this is post, and then just paste it in here. And don't know if you remember, but as the first step, we've actually copied and pasted the code contained inside the JSON. So this is what we'll need to do. There is just something that you need to modify. This is actually, you need to actually write this value as such. So this is just creating a list. So really, really important to have it formatted this way. Because JSON is pretty sensitive and it can break very, very easily. So that's the process. So basically when this runs, the scraper starts, and then when the scraper finishes, it sends the data inside the other workflow. So this one, Instagram scraper get data. And so this one is actually very, very simple. So here we have a webhook. So the webhook collects the data and then passes the actual default dataset ID. And then next, we use a bit of code. So again, if you're part of the community, you can just copy this and paste it. Otherwise, you can just screenshot it. I go slowly, and then you can type it again. So this is just making sure that the data is filtered, because when we are scraping Instagram, we have three kinds of data coming out of it. Well, three kinds of posts coming out of it. Video, images, and sidecar. That's the third one. There's like a slideshow. I don't use that, so I don't scrape it. But for images and videos, the content is actually different. That's why we need this code node in between to make sure that we can filtrate and send it inside the right tab, inside the right database in Airtable. So here, when this is a video, so this is just updating on the ID, and so that's really, really important, because if it updates on something else, then the ID, it will just duplicate, it will just create new rows each time. We don't want that. We want one publication, one row inside the database, like that. So we don't want it duplicated. This is duplicated because I ran it multiple times. So this is putting data like this. So that's the video.
Lego's packaging looks like a Lego.
These are the captions. These are the hashtags. And we actually get the likes count and the comment count and the video transcription even. So that's the process. It's not very complicated. So that's the start of actually automating the Instagram account. So that way we can get an unlimited amount of data and IDs, so that we can actually repurpose it, or we can just use it as ideation. So I hope this was helpful. I'm going to make another video to show you how to actually turn this content into IDs. And then I'm going to make another one to show you how to turn those IDs into content. And then another one to show you how to turn this content into videos and publish them automatically.